Hey there, it's Tammy Metzler, and thanks so much for joining me for this free training series, 3 website mistakes that stop website visitors from joining your list or investing in your products and services. So today I'm going to give you the third reason why your website visitors aren't joining your newsletter list or investing in your products and services, so that you can nip this common mistake in the bud and get more clients from your website. So the third mistake that most websites make that keep them from attracting clients is not building enough credibility and trust on your website. When website visitors stumble onto your site, they often don't know you from Joe Blow down the street, which can make them feel like, as far as they know, you could be a scam artist looking to rip them off, or maybe just someone who walks the walk but can't deliver the actual results that people are looking for. The bottom line is that people buy from people they feel they know, like, and trust. Now, the good news is that you can foster this sense of know, like, and trust even if you've never met your client, simply by using your website's About page effectively. So, how do you get complete strangers to feel like they know, like, and trust you? Well, there are 3 main ways to use your website's About page to build credibility and trust. Number 1 is to tell your story. Now, this is your story as it relates to how you can help them, right? So people tend to go into business for themselves because they solved a particular problem and want to help others solve that problem as well. But they typically don't place enough emphasis on their own experiences. So for example, maybe you're a busy working mom who figured out how to lose those last 10 pounds of baby weight without going to the gym or starving yourself, the things that many of us don't enjoy doing. And maybe you figured out a home-based workout routine that you could do before the kids got up, and maybe simple diet changes, something like that. Using your own story can be a powerful way to not only reinforce your solutions, but also make people feel like they know you a little bit better. And before you sit there and think that it's going to sound like you're bragging or something like that, this is not what this is intended to do. This is really just intended to help people feel like they know you a little bit better. And here's the thing, if they weren't interested, they wouldn't click your About page. So kind of keep that in mind as well. And maybe you don't have a story per se, but have received specific exclusive training. So one of my clients, a virtual assistant, was one of only a few professionals who were allowed into a well-known, highly successful marketing program. So instead of marketing herself as a general virtual assistant, as she'd been doing, we highlighted the fact that she knew these industry secrets on internet marketing and was trained by the best of the best. So even though she didn't yet have a paying client, she was able to use her knowledge and training to boost her credibility. Okay, so the second way that you can use your About page is to tell their story. So alternatively, you could put the focus not on you, but on what you do for your clients. So here is where you might start with a well-written testimonial and then launch into a discussion of how you help, or maybe how your experiences are helpful for them, something like that. So an example that I like to refer to is from MailChimp, which is an email marketing service provider. They have a paragraph about their company on their About page, and then it says, "But enough about us. Let's talk about you. Whether you own a business or manage email newsletters for your clients, you need an email marketing service that takes care of the complicated stuff so you can focus on your job." Or if you have a client with a really great success story, somebody that you helped accomplish wonderful things, you want to just walk through their journey, and of course you'll want to get their permission before you do that, but that can be a really powerful way for you to showcase what you can achieve, while also helping people to feel like this is something that they can accomplish as well. The third way you can use your website's About page is to showcase testimonials. So this is where you might, if you just have the one we just talked about with telling their stories, more of like a case study where you kind of walk through, here's where we started with this particular client. When we first met, they were in this particular position. They were $50,000 in debt, or they were 50 pounds overweight, or whatever the case might be, and then kind of walk through how you helped them and where they were at the end. So it's more of kind of a longer story that you're telling. In this third option, we're really focusing on showcasing specific testimonials. So maybe if a client wrote in thanking you for doing a job well done, or they wrote a short little paragraph that talked about how much they loved working with you, or whatever the case might be, then you're going to want to showcase those on your About page. And you can pepper them throughout your website as well. But really putting the focus on your About page can be a really powerful way to get people to feel like you are trustworthy. Because here's the thing, one of the fastest ways to build trust is to hear how great you are from someone else. So you can say that you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, but that's not really something that we would recommend because it comes off as braggy and off-putting. But if your client Sally says that you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, well, those words are golden. So now you may be wondering, what's the quickest way to get testimonials? And this is so simple. You ask. You ask for testimonials. Okay? And I'm going to talk here in the final video a little bit more about this, and a little bit more in detail on some of the things that you need to be thinking about and that sort of thing. But just kind of know that this is the simplest way, the quickest and easiest way to get testimonials is to simply to ask your happy clients. So once people feel that you're legit, their defenses go down and they'll be much more likely to take advantage of your products and services. So that about wraps it up for today. Thank you so much for joining me. The next video in this series will be released soon, so watch your email for that. But in the meantime, if you liked what you learned here, please use the buttons below to share this video with your friends, and also leave a comment to share your thoughts and ideas. And I really look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.